distinguished Toastmaster and our past area and division governor and a past president of our club. She is currently the VP Education. Her speech project tonight is Organize Your Speech, which comes from the communication manual. The timing of this speech is 5 to 7 minutes. And the title of her speech is Harvest Time. Please welcome Laurie Winokur.
Good evening. Yes, Toastmaster Lana and fellow Toastmasters, most welcome guests. The Florida Fruit Garden, it is harvest time, and I will be presenting to you several different wonderful fruits that are now coming into harvest in Florida. We start out with the avocado. The avocado is delicious, of course, guacamole. It comes in all shapes and sizes. Look at that one. And also different colors. See the black avocado there? Can everybody see this? Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Then we've got mangoes. Mangoes are big time right now. They are coming into fruition, and there are 143 Florida grown varieties, but guess what? There's even more because Joel has created a few more varieties of his own with grafting. We have the Carambola, which is a star fruit. You could purchase this in several different specialty produce stores. You cut the star fruit and it's very crispy, it's very delicious, and it has the shape of a star. The loquat, that is actually a landscaping tree they use in parking lots for landscaping. It looks like, as you can see, almost an apricot. And actually, it tastes almost like an apricot. Fantastic fruit. Then we've got the sapodilla. The sapodilla is also called the brown sugar fruit. It has a grainy texture. It tastes a lot like brown sugar mixed with nutmeg. Absolutely delicious. The japotacaba. Japotacaba, you can buy this, put this in your yard. This shows the blossoms. What's interesting about this tree is that the blossoms come on the bark of the tree, and the fruit is actually harvested from the bark of the tree. This is absolutely unbelievably interesting, and you can make wine out of this because it's sort of like grapes. Delicious. We've got sugar apples. Now the sugar apple has a lot of seeds in it which need to be expunged from your mouth when you eat them, but the flesh around it is so incredibly delicious. Another name is sweetsop, and there is one that we recently harvested from our sugar apples. A lovely, lovely, beautiful specimen. The papaya. You could grow this papaya right in your front yard. It's spectacular. You could grow it from the seeds that you purchased from a Publix papaya. And there is a Publix papaya that you can cut up, and it is absolutely delicious. The guava. This is an interesting specimen. Guava you can purchase from the Goya, from Publix Goya guava paste, and you can make all sorts of delicious items from it. But there is a Cattleya guava that has a beautiful bark that is used in landscaping. It has excellent fruit as well. That's the Cattleya guava. The bark is absolutely spectacular. We've got jackfruit. Jackfruit is an incredibly interesting fruit. It is the largest tree-borne fruit in the world. You can go 70, 80, 100 pounds with this jackfruit. And you can see right there, those are the fruits that come out of this gigantic jackfruit. And there I am with a 55-pound jackfruit that I'll be cutting up right there. The jujube is another interesting fruit. It tastes very much like an apple, actually like a Granny Smith apple. So you could make a jujube pie out of it. Bananas and plantains. They are wonderful. There are so many to choose from, many varieties. They're variegated, they're different colors, they're different sizes and all. But if you do purchase a decorative banana plant, just be careful because there's loads of seeds. But look at that. That's the way bananas were originally out in the rainforest when they would pick bananas. They actually had a lot of seeds. They've actually cultivated the seeds out over hundreds of years. The cashew. You can see at the bottom of this fruit on the right is a cashew. Now, there is also the fruit of the cashew, which is very tasty. It's sort of like an apple. It's very tasty, and you can eat that right out of your hand. The coconut. The coconut is used very often in landscaping. What's great about the coconut is they've got this Malayan dwarf coconut now that you can cut the coconuts off, you can eat them, and also it will prevent them from falling down onto people's heads when they're on the street with this Malayan dwarf coconut. The ACHIOTE. This is a lipstick tree that you can grow here in South Florida. Very, very interesting lipstick tree. And guess what? We can all see this in Publix. Just go to the spice aisle. It's called annatto. And you can purchase these in a little package, little red seeds. What people use these for to cook with is to color rice. Very, very lovely, the lipstick tree. The wax jambu has gorgeous, gorgeous flowers. And you can see right here that they are a crispy and delicious fruit. There's some of my wax jambu. They also taste almost like a pear. You can cut them up like a pear, and you can cook them with all sorts of ways of cooking them in pies and all, and also you can put them in a gelatin mold. Terrific. The pineapple is a wonderful potted plant. Take the top of your pineapple next time you purchase one in Publix or anywhere you go. Buy the pineapple, eat the pineapple, cut the top off, put it into a pot. Pots are very good to grow pineapples in because pineapples are susceptible to a nematode, which is an insect which destroyed the pineapple crop in the early 1900s. So you can grow it, and it is a beautiful potted plant, and you will get a delicious pineapple the next time. Black sapote. That's another wonderful fruit with a very nice leaf on it. It's a nice tree, and it's called a chocolate pudding fruit because when it's ripe, you can scoop it out, you can add whipped cream to it, and it tastes just like chocolate mousse. The MONSTERA is a plant that people grow for its gorgeous, gorgeous foliage. It's even been copied in silks. The MONSTERA flower is gorgeous, and the fruit can be eaten ripe, but however, there is a danger with the sodium oxalate crystals. If it's not completely ripe, you can get oxalic acid crystals in your throat, and it could scratch your throat very much. So just be careful with MONSTERA. The SURINAM cherry is a luscious, luscious cherry. It has 1 or 2 pits in it. The darker ones are most ripe, absolutely delicious, and it is also used in a landscape planting for bushes, or you can even make it in a patio tree. Take a look at this sausage tree. Sausages, take a look at that. It really is for decoration and just for the beauty, and it can be grown down here. Mulberry trees, we've got them up north, but they've got them down south. This comes actually from the front near, it's on, this tree happened to have been photographed on Swinton Boulevard near the Sunday House. And this is a mulberry tree, and you can grow mulberries down here terrifically. The macadamia tree, has nuts, and you can grow them here to fine, no problem. But remember, you need that kind of a nutcracker to crack those open. The canistelle egg fruit, it looks like an egg. It tastes sort of like between pumpkin and nutmeg. And those little nuts there can be grated into jewelry like you could see on the right side there. Enjoy, and may all your days be fruitful.
Thank you, Toastmaster Laurie.